Okay guys, welcome to another video. What you're looking at on the screen is a very simple test animation just of a guy punching another guy in the face. I thought I'd just share what I'm doing behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm working on various different methods for doing 2D animation. As I say, I use KRITA mostly for my animation stuff. I use various different art softwares for doing art in general. I know some people even use Blender to do some 2D like frame animation with the grease pencil tool as well, but I like to use KRITA. Now this is just like a rough setup, just a few frames. It's actually just 3 frames, 3 frames actually. Let me just hold on for 1 second. I'll just show you. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop the playback for a second. What I basically got here is I know you can't really see the whole screen too well, probably, but I've got like a setup here. I know you can't really see the top of the screen too well here, but yeah, I've got like, this was originally like 2 layers. I'll show you, maybe I can show you that in a moment. Hold on. The idea would be to draw the frames out for whatever action you want. Obviously you would set different camera angles up for different scenes. This is one side, kind of that side on view I've got here. There's different ways you could work perspective. Obviously you could even use 3D stuff to help you with perspective, even for different camera angles. Take images of that, or just work the perspective lines, or use photos. Plus there's other methods of doing action, don't forget, like drawing on top of photos or video frames, like rotoscope methods. But I've just gone freehand here, and I've done some rough scribble, like really scribble style sketchy lines. And I found that understanding at least the 3D type form of the human figure. Please excuse me, it's late of a night time here, by the way. I'm going to go to sleep soon. But yeah, you have to visualize them 3D in your mind, like like an actual these bodies of these people. And basically I would draw on another layer. So I would draw the actual real characters on another layer. What I would do is I would bring this layer down, the opacity down, and I would go onto another layer and do some actual drawings of actual characters, So first of all, I would do the rough sketches for the fight moves. In this case it's just a punch, and they're moving so fast, so I don't need too many frames, right? Just 3 is okay. Pressing play, I can adjust the playback speed here. Obviously you can see the movement, there. I can like really speed it up, crank it up fast and stuff, put moving backgrounds, other effects, and blood flying everywhere and different things too. Plus also, like on certain movements, like even on this last one for example, if I wanted I could then cut the image up into like pieces and make like kind of like motion comics, so like you'd have pieces moving around as well, such as, if I just show you really quickly, I would have to do it in something like another software, maybe like Moho or something, where I could have like, let's say for example, certain pieces like this might be like moving around after he gets hit or something, like literally moving. But I'm not going to do that here, as I say. Maybe hold on 1 second. Yeah, but yeah, the basic setup that I had, okay, if I just got undo a couple of times, see if it'll work. I'm undoing a few steps that I did here. Oh, hang on. This is all on one layer, and this is a great thing you can have in KRITA. By the way, KRITA is spelled K-R-I-T-A. It's a free art software. It's great for art, it really is, and animation. But you work on layers as you normally do, but you can add keyframes to each layer, which is a great thing, and it's got different features and stuff too. You can see this is all on one layer, but what I did is I started out on 2 layers. So if I undo a few times, you can see now. So I had like the bodies, see, and I drew the bodies first, like with just the body movement of each frames kind of thing. As I was going, I did like the bodies, and then I went on to another layer and I drew the arms, and I followed the same thing for the process. I turned down the opacity for the body layer, and I just moved the arms, or there like that. And when I was happy with it, I just then merged. I turned the opacity all the way up so they're the same, and then I merged them both down, and it keeps the keyframes. So it's still like 3 keyframes. I can add more if I want to. Well, that's what I would do. I would like turn the opacity down now, you see, and then I would make another layer on top, and I would start to draw, the real characters. For example, I would take a pen, and I would do the frames again, and I would do it like that. Hold on one second. Yeah. So I would start to like draw my characters. I'm not going to do it now, properly, but I could draw a quick character in there, doing the moves and put the colours in and everything, and draw it properly, But yeah. So working on different things. I think when you got like a variety of different movements and you thought it out properly, and you got the choreography. As I say, some scenes you could even just go like with video stuff too, like video footage and draw on top of that, and rotoscope it, mixing different methods in. Some scenes you go freehand, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try all different kinds of methods, using real footage, real photos, freehand like this, plus some motion comic kind of methods where the pieces are like moving, like flat pieces, like I said, would be like. And then mixed with frame animation like this, plus drawing on top of 3D, stuff for setups too. There's a lot of stuff we could do, using for reference, even using photos of like scenery or things you might make in 3D, like mock-ups for scenery, background stuff. If you want to use those things, it might not even be fight scenes, it might be other kinds of scenes, it might not always be fight scenes, but you know what I mean. And you can work some really good stuff. And I think working with the speed and other effects and all kinds of stuff, screens shaking, backgrounds moving around, could really create some exciting action. And you can have more frames like for fluid movements if the movements are more slow, but when they're moving so fast you really don't need that many frames anyway. This is just a rough thing, by the way, you're going to remember, but you don't really need that many frames when they're moving so fast, with lots of different moves, and then different camera changes, like different shots, and you'd see it from different camera angles, I'm saying, with different moves, all kinds of punches, blocks, kicks, jumping movements, so you could make some exciting fight scenes. And I'm basically learning different ways of drawing the characters and setting everything up by getting inspiration by watching other animated stuff online and anime and stuff. So I want to say thanks for watching this, okay? My microphone's getting a bit fuzzy, I'm getting a bit fuzzy, I'm going to go and get some sleep now, it's very late, and I'm going to get myself a last cup of tea and then go to sleep. Thank you very much for watching this, and yeah, lots of good art and animation on the way. Take care.